Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the RIP tour. We'll have a bit of a bonus episode for you today. It's going to be a bit of a short one, and before we go into it, obviously have to introduce who we're here with. So, Ash, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. Happy to be here. Happy announcement season's kind of kicking in now. I'm expecting we're going to be doing lots of these with the announcements coming thick and fast.
Yeah, definitely. Luke, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I woke up an hour ago. Nothing new, but I'm ready to record. And yeah, like Ash said, I'm excited. Finally seeing some announcements coming in.
Yep.
So the main reason for this podcast, and it's also going up on our YouTube, so you can see our lovely faces. Attractions tickets accidentally leaked. I don't think that they leaked it. I think they just put it up early.
Yeah.
So at the time of recording, it hasn't officially came out. But as you can tell by the title, Jack is coming back for Halloween Horror Nights 30. I'm very pumped for it. Luke, what's your thoughts on this?
I am so excited. Once I saw the announcement, I was kind of like, okay, there it is. Like I kind of figure we all expected Jack to come back at some point, especially for the 30th year. But now we see it. Now it's locked in. Hopefully, I would assume, but super excited.
So did you get to see the video before it went down?
Yes, I did. Luckily.
Yeah, because I know quite a lot of people didn't get to see the video, which
Yeah.
we tweeted the video out or retweeted somebody who tweeted the video out, and by the time like people saw it, the video had been taken down.
Yeah.
So, Ash, what did you think? Are you happy? Did you get to see the video? Or
Yeah, I got to see the video, and a couple of people did screen record it too. So
yeah,
I kind of linked somewhere where I can kind of go on and look at it whenever I like now.
Nice.
So
yeah,
no, I'm happy. Like Luke said, I think we with the spec map as well. We knew it was coming. But I think in that commercial as well, it says Jack's going to be everywhere because we only had the Jack show, right?
yeah.
But now they're kind of going off Jack's going to be everywhere, which is probably going to be in the HHN Icons Captured maze, probably the 30th anniversary scares on too, plus a show. Yeah, I'm so happy he's back. It's been a long time coming, 5 years.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So before we dive in and discuss this, Ash, you did write a little bit of a history write-up because you are the historian on the background of Jack, where he originated from, all the times he's appeared at the event. So before we dive in and get into the discussion, we are going to play the little history segment. Starting with the most famous, Jack the Clown, whose first appearance was in the year 2000. The nice thing about this topic is that we have a host who's been through the majority of the icon years. We're going to dig a little bit deeper into the history and lore in anticipation for the anniversary event because of the speculation.
For those who don't know, Jack is a demonic-looking clown, a white and green face with a classic red nose. His hair is orange with red and yellow streaks in it. Crooked and brown teeth. First year, white jumpsuit with polka dot pants. Later on in history, he also wore a ringmaster's outfit. 2015, he wore a long leather duster and looked a lot more weathered.
Jack was born in Shady Brook Rest Home and Sanitarium, along with his brother Eddie in the late 1800s. He had escaped a poor and highly abusive family years earlier to run away and join the circus, leaving behind his younger brother Eddie.
Born Jack Schmidt, he was a performer in Dr. Oddfellow's Carnival of Thrills. His role in Oddfellow's travelling carnival was to entertain people, and in particular, children. Unbeknownst to his employer and guests, he was also a twisted murderer. In the 1920s, many children were going missing in the South, and when the police came to investigate this, they linked the disappearances to the route that the carnival took. On Halloween, in 1920, the police decided to investigate the carnival, and their prime suspect was Jack Schmidt. Jack heard about the suspicion from the police and confessed all his crimes to Dr. Oddfellow. Jack's initial plan was that Oddfellow would protect him from the law, as they had been working closely together. Instead of a sympathetic friend, Jack was met with fury from Dr. Oddfellow, but not only for the fact he had murdered innocent children, but the fact that Oddfellow once had a circus that killed several customers and he had kept that a secret. Oddfellow did not want the police sniffing around to uncover his own shady past, as he had been under that alias of Oddfellow and has been on the run since the incident.
Oddfellow pretended to listen to Jack's story and managed to convince Jack to show him where the bodies were to help him hide the evidence. Jack led Oddfellow into his coach and in the direction of the 3 trunks inside his living quarters. Inside these trunks were the missing bodies of the 13 children he had murdered. In retaliation, instead of helping Jack, Oddfellow had him murdered and his corpse and the children's bodies in plain sight in his House of Horrors attraction.
After several years of evading police capture, Oddfellows sold off the carnival. The House of Horrors attraction was also sold off and sat for 60 years, untouched and scrapped for metal.
On Halloween, 60 years later, a BBC TV crew who were filming The Great Dark Rides of America came across the House of Horrors attraction in a junkyard in Louisiana. They entered the junkyard and the carnival and managed to get inside the attraction while they were filming footage for their show. The smell inside was very overwhelming as this 60-year-old attraction was untouched. They then found a series of trunks that blocked a huge wooden box which had the letters stenciled on the outside which spelt Jack. As the crew moved closer with their flashlights, they found a large crank on the side of the Jack-in-a-Box. One of the crew members started to turn the crank. As the crank is turned several rotations, nothing happens, but then the camera dies. Inside the box, noises can be heard, and another crew member finds a flashlight that shows the crank moving on its own. It finally burst open to show the decomposed body of Jack, tangled in springs.
Hello there.
The police were then called, who investigated the old attraction. They managed to trace the carnival back to Oddfellow and deduced that it was Jack Schmidt and the 13 missing children. Detectives then sent out the bodies of the 13 children in 2 vans to the coroner's office, and they had a 3rd van for Jack as they would not remove him from the spring.
The first 2 vans made it, but the 3rd van did not make it. As they were driving through, the driver reported some trouble around midnight and then they went missing in the swamp. A week passed by and the crew from the BBC TV series were also found dead. This created an urban legend around Jack where he was searching for Oddfellow to get revenge and rewarded any person who released him from his Jack-in-a-Box tomb with death.
In October 2000, Universal Studios managed to get their hands on some of Dr. Oddfellow's original Carnival of Thrill pieces and incorporated it into their 2000 event. Marketing used this urban legend of Jack and used it as part of the event. Art and Design also managed to acquire the original box that Jack was trapped in. As the Art and Design department checked the item and turned the crank, they unleashed Jack into Halloween Horror Nights, and this was his first appearance in HHN history. A year later, Jack also took the helm of HHN 11 from his brother Eddie. His real-life tragic events took the theme of the event in a completely different path. Also, in 2004, Jack hosted a park-to-park scare zone called Rat Run, where he would bark at guests.
At the Sweet 16, Jack was finally caught by authorities as they realized he was Jack Schmidt and was placed in Shady Brook Asylum. Inmates started to idolize him and started to emulate him. The inmates started a riot and killed hospital staff and put Jack in charge. During this mayhem, Jack found records that his former employer, Dr. Oddfellow, was still alive and was running a small carnival.
Leading into the Carnival of Carnage, Jack got his taste of vengeance on Oddfellow and got the taste of what it was like to be the leader of the carnival. He changed his image into a proper ringmaster and took Oddfellow's cane of souls as Jack now was a supernatural entity. Jack then travelled around to find the right acts for his carnival. This led to the worst of the worst being unleashed at Halloween Horror Nights 17, Carnival of Carnage.
Jack appeared again in 2010 as a past icon and one of Fear's minions. On the final night of Halloween Horror Nights 24, a package was sent out by Universal to many media outlets that included a letter that was blood splattered with a wax seal marked with an S, and in the letter was a pen drive. It thanked fans for another year and was cut short with the screen flashing and images of Jack laughing and the infamous Pop Goes the Weasel song. On May 19th of 2015, it showed Jack was coming closer to the screen and says, "Did you miss me?" as he wore a brand new ringmaster outfit and the HHN 25 logo showing Jack's return.
Jack wanted to take the spotlight back from Fear, who in a sense stole his thunder and created a cult of Jack's maniacs. After HHN 25, it was revealed that Jack and Chance were detained by police, with Jack sealed away back into his box and Chance being committed to Shady Brook Asylum.
And that wraps it up for our icon spotlight of Jack Schmidt and brings us all the way to 2021 for this year's event and this show topic. Right guys, so we are back. That is a little overview of the history side of Jack, all the time he's appeared at the event, where he came from, his backstory. Again, thank you, Ash, for writing the script for that. You are a walking, talking HHN.
Yeah, I was reading that last night. I was like, dang, there's stuff I didn't know.
So today is Wednesday. It is the 16th of June. We did hear rumours of Thursday. Tomorrow is going to be an announcement. Do you think that's why it was leaked early? Do you think Do you think somebody's been on the YouTube and scheduled a video too early, or do you
Ooh.
just think that because it is typically the UK sellers
Mhm.
which do leak stuff early? I don't believe it was last time. I don't believe it was Attractions Tickets who leaked it. I'm not too sure. Wasn't it an Orlando local newspaper? Isn't it them who
Oh
usually
yeah,
leak it
with
early?
Ghostbusters, I think.
Yeah, they did with
Yeah.
Ghostbusters
Yeah.
last time round. But like you mentioned as well, Gary, with UK sellers as well, people from the UK, they plan their vacations a year, 2 years out sometimes. So
Yeah.
they normally a little bit early, especially with tickets. But I think or unless they scheduled it to come out Thursday, like you said, and it just kind of came out early.
Yeah.
But he put the community into a bit of a frenzy. I think.
It may
Yeah.
you were the one who let me know about it in our group chat, and I was at work, and my mind was I didn't know whether to continue with work. I didn't know whether to go check Twitter.
Yep.
I watched the video straight away, and my phone was just blowing up with everything. The video was really really cool. I loved all the TVs together. I think anything that Jack does is really cool. So if you don't think he's going to be the icon, I mean, Luke, do you think he could be the icon?
I don't know. After what Ash said, now I'm like kind of double thinking because I mean, it seems like it would be an obvious icon for the 30th because Jack's kind of like the father of Horror Nights, but I don't know. I'm gonna pass it to Ash because I want to hear more about your speculation.
Yeah, just with Beetlejuice being on the website and it's the first one they've released, and the merch that came. When did that merch come out? Was it in like February, March? You know, it was in the Bowen
Somewhere
store, was
around
it?
there.
Yeah, they did the preview, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the more I'm thinking about it, and I knew Jack was coming in some form, especially with the spec map as well. Now I'm just thinking, are they going to change the website? I don't think so.
Hmm.
The more I think about it, they're going to keep it Beetlejuice because that's probably the main draw. Um, like I was saying to you guys, I think the actual theming or icon, if you will be the celebration, and the face of the event will probably be Beetlejuice. But like you just said, he's the father of Horror Nights. He's the main icon. How can you not really have him as the
Yeah.
main draw? I
Yeah.
get that completely. I just don't think. I mean, what do you think, Gary? What do you think in terms of the kind of icon for the specific event or even theme?
I think Beetlejuice will do well to get the what I call standard crowd in, the standard theme park goers who don't necessarily know a lot about Horror Nights or into the event like us who follow it all year round. They'll probably be at the theme parks during the day and see the advertisement for Beetlejuice and then think, oh, well, I'll try this. Whereas Jack is for the hardcore Horror Nights fans, the fans who follow it all year round, who've been every year, who know the backstory and everything like that. So I think they would lean towards Beetlejuice as an icon over Jack. But I think Jack will appear in the sort of advertisement. I think we'll get the awesome Jack commercial, which we got at like 25, 2010
Yeah.
as well. And was he in I don't think he was in the 14 Fear one. What was the other one? He'll have been in the Sweet 16 one. I think he will be, heavily used, but possibly not an icon.
Yeah. Or we can get that collaboration we've all been waiting for, which is Beetlejuice and Jack in a commercial.
Crossover of the century.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the ghost with the most, babe.
Oh, there he is.
I should have got a Jack.
Oh yes.
Audio
Oh yeah.
audio
Yes.
clip to play there, but that's on me. So do you think we'll see Jack if they say that he's going to be all over? Where else do you think he could be?
Definitely a
Do you think he could be in the Eddie Zone?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Could be. Yeah. Yeah, could be.
I'm thinking the Eddie Zone
It's going to be in
possibly.
the HHN. It's going to be in the HHN Icons Captured house.
Yeah.
I think I
Definitely.
saw something with his face on it as well.
And then what was the
Yeah.
scare zone? It was like was it the anniversary scare zone? Or are they doing that again?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that'll be that is on the spec map in Plaza of the Stars. As soon as you walk in there,
Yeah.
And 20 Years of Fear, they just let the icons just roam around themselves. Maybe they do that. Just let
Yeah,
them
that's
roam
what I'm
around and
thinking.
cause a little bit of chaos.
Yeah.
So.
Now, interesting to think of on the spec map is me and Ash questioned the location of the anniversary zone. Now, if you remember the HHN 26 chance zone, that was in the same location and she was the icon. Could we possibly see a little mini stage show of Jack?
Ooh.
Sort of like the chance
Oh
one.
man, that
because
would
they're in
be.
they're listed in the same location, so that would be pretty cool.
That's gonna be a huge crowd every time he's up on the stage, is what I'm thinking.
Yep.
Yeah,
Which I do think he deserves a bit of a bigger place. I would
Yeah.
much prefer Ash's thinking of. I would love to just see Jack walking around the park.
Oh yes.
Imagine just standing having a beer and Jack just
Yeah.
pops up behind you. Like,
that'd be good. Just give him free reign.
Yes. Oh my.
because
Or he
Beetlejuice
could-
does during the
yeah.
day.
Yeah. That's
Imagine
cool.
if they had Beetlejuice at
Yeah,
night time as
exactly.
well.
Yeah, or maybe use Jack in every zone. I don't know. They could use
Mhm.
one in every. If he's going to be everywhere, you know.
Kind of like the ringmaster.
Like I said, they don't need to use that. Universal are not too, like I mentioned before, they're not too bothered about kind of character integrity like Disney are, you know.
Yeah.
So they could probably allow Jack to be in every zone if they wanted to. I can't see that happening really, but
Yeah.
there's so much they can do with it, and I'm excited to find out more of the him being everywhere. That should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's like,
Yeah.
because I don't think they've ever announced something as being everywhere other than the Walking Dead hordes.
Right.
But for just one icon,
Yeah.
I'm very curious, but exciting.
I mean, I'm really hoping we do get the announcement tomorrow officially again, even though everybody's already seen it and
Yeah.
everyone's already hyped for it. Because obviously we had the spec map drop last week, then we had that leaked video, and then the rumors, of the rumors that I heard were tickets. I didn't hear a rumor of a house. So fingers crossed we can wake up tomorrow and buy tickets as well. Also, if you didn't know, there was an email sent out where if you had already bought tickets for HHN 30 last year in 2020, you could use them this year. All you had to do was take your tickets to the event, and they were still valid. So that makes me think we're going to get a ticket announcement very, very soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I think one of the tickets that was, or the email that was sent out, is one of them said the frequent fear on it as well. So
Sweet.
that's good. That passes hopefully are coming back as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if we do get an official announcement, a lot of the times with these announcements, they do put like a little snippet or like a blurb of what it will be. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like it kind of explains what's going. Like if they announce a maze, for example, they'll announce the maze, but then they'll have a commercial with it, and then they'll give like a paragraph about it.
Yeah.
So once we get an official announcement, there might be like a paragraph or like a little snippet that comes with
Yeah.
that maybe will tell us more about what Jack's role will be as well, which might be nice.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, that'll definitely be cool. But that's good about the frequent fear, because I didn't read anywhere in the email that it said about passes. It didn't specifically say like single night tickets could only be redeemed. Because they had the BOGO offer, didn't there? Was it that last year that most people were getting? Because that was one of.
Oh, the BOGO.
Did all the tickets come out last year? Was it just frequent fear and the BOGO?
Yeah, I don't
offer?
remember if the frequent fear actually went on sale because I think they canceled it too early.
They did. It did go on sale in the UK.
Oh, okay.
It did go on sale in the UK. Yeah.
I was thinking that, but I wasn't sure, because I do remember possibly looking. I was remembering I was going to get me tickets, but then I held off.
Yeah.
I probably should have got them. And then if there was a price increase, I probably would have avoided the price increase
Yeah,
this
you
year
would.
by having the U. To be honest, I never get the UK ticket. I just, because it's only last year they stopped doing the. Remember was it last year they didn't do the AP discount?
Right.
Sorry, 2019. I keep forgetting about the whole COVID situation, but they didn't do the annual pass holder discount, did they, on the frequent fear passes like they normally do?
Oh,
So normally I would just get them direct from Universal, but Florida ticks actually came in cheaper from the UK for 2019. So I actually haven't. Normally I would check the UK website, because it's normally the tickets that they release early without any sort of announcements. I probably should have checked that yesterday. I probably should have went on the attractions ticket website and seen if they'd released the tickets, because they leaked the video.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm hoping it's going to be passes.
Yeah.
I can imagine it being I think we floated the idea around as, is it going to be, limited event? Is it going to be X amount of tickets you can buy? I've got a feeling it's going to be 100%.
Yeah.
Just the way things going, masks. You don't have to wear masks indoors or outdoor now. I think team members don't have to wear them outdoors now. Luke, is that right?
Yeah. And same thing with Disney. I think they announced yesterday publicly that masks are optional for indoors and outdoors. So looks like everything's returning to normal.
California's opened right up now again, really, as well, haven't they? So even though it's on the other coast, it's still a big step in terms of getting back to normal as well. Because Hollywood might advance now a little bit more. Because I saw the queues. Did you see the queues outside Disneyland yesterday?
That was crazy.
Because everyone, there's no way I'd wait in that. And did you see the queues for Universal early entry this morning?
No, I didn't see that.
No, I didn't see it.
absolutely crazy.
What?
Everybody's thinking that Velocicoaster is included in the early entry
Ooh.
when it's just Hogsmeade.
Oh no.
So the queue is all the way back to sort of the Jurassic Park area
Oh
for
my.
Hogsmeade because there's that many people.
Oh, heck no.
All you've got to do, guys, is read the website before you go, and you know that it's just Hogsmeade that's open.
Yeah.
It's never Islands that's open when I'm there
Mm-mm.
during the fall. It's always the Universal
Yeah, for
side.
the early park admission. Yeah, especially with a new coaster, I doubt they would open that.
No, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. I mean, they're doing a really good job, aren't they? Look at
Oh yeah. Okay.
of keeping the wait times down. I've seen like 50 minutes, 75
Yeah.
minutes.
Although the other day it was crowded, they had four carts on, and still just like 150-minute wait or something. Just
That's still not bad though for a brand new
Oh,
major
yeah.
attraction.
yeah.
That's so it's like a people eater, that thing.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Right.
when Gringotts opened, that the wait time maxed out, didn't it?
Like
It couldn't go any
300
higher.
plus. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what was Hagrid's? Did you do Hagrid's the opening day?
Yeah, that was. I know
That's a
people
whole
who waited
story.
12 hours. I waited.
12. I think people, people just gave up.
Yeah, I waited 8.5 and gave up. But people waited 12 and actually got on it. So
Oh wow.
still 12 hours. Wow. No thanks.
So, since this is a little bonus episode and we didn't really have much to talk about other than the Jack announcement, Luke, you went around last week for the Spec Map update. Have you had a chance to look at the new Spec Map?
I did. I know all the houses are kind of the same, other than Halloween 3 and Creepshow, right? It's being tossed around.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if you guys saw. This is kind of like another leak, but someone sent me a picture of Halloween 3 on the Horror Nights map or on the Horror Nights website. And then I was like, what? They announced it. So then I went on to the website. It's not on there, but I don't know if somebody just edited it, but there was
A
that.
Photoshop job.
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
So,
no.
me and Ash discussed this
Did you want to see
on
pictures?
Sunday. What would you prefer? Would you prefer Creepshow or would you prefer Halloween 3 in the Shrek Theatre?
I honestly, either one, because I love both of them. Both properties are amazing, and I can't really choose. But I don't know. It's difficult. I would kind of lean more towards Creepshow, but also here's that for the YouTube viewers. That's what some.
Oh,
Oh,
interesting.
wow.
That's what someone sent me. Yeah, so I was like, okay. I don't know if that's anything important, but yeah, definitely more on the Creepshow side.
Interesting.
But still,
Wouldn't be
it'd be
it wouldn't be Halloween Horror Nights unless somebody had leaked something.
exactly.
Right.
It has to be a leak, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But me and Ash lent towards voting for Halloween 3
Okay.
because I don't know if you saw Shudder's listed as a scare zone.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming we would see Creepshow in there as
Yeah,
well.
that makes sense.
So we sacrificed Creepshow in the form of a house and took it as a scare zone because I
At
really,
least.
really want to see Halloween 3.
Yeah, me
I'd
too.
love to see that.
Especially seeing that is
Be
over in
awesome.
California now. I was like,
Yeah.
ooh.
Yeah. But I think that pretty much wraps it up. It's just a little small bonus episode. This is now our main episode, unless you guys have got anything else to add. Anything else you've heard on the grapevine?
Nope, nothing else.
Nope.
Just
No, it's
sitting
nice to
and
come on.
waiting.
Yeah, we're gonna have our regular shows anyway. It's just nice to come on and get our reactions to things, and like you say, we're losing days, so there's going to be announcements coming thick and fast. So
79
we'll
days.
see more. Yeah, we see more of our faces on here.
But yeah, the main topic of this episode was to do the Ash had the idea of doing a spotlight, like a icon spotlight. Is that what you want to call it, Ash?
Yeah, 'cause I think we can cover some other icons. I think there's other icons that are going to be at the event, so we can cover those as well in different shows too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's great for people who don't know the ins and outs of Halloween Horror Nights and maybe he's only been going for a couple of years or this is their first year and you haven't got a clue who Jack is. Hope this gives you a little bit of insight, and as well, if you're just listening on the audio form, there is our YouTube version as well, which is going to be us talking, but we have edited a video in between it as well, to show some of the old commercials and stuff over the audio like that. So definitely go watch it out. It'll be a totally different experience. And we are so close as well to getting 100 subscribers on our YouTube. I think we're at like 88, something like that. Also, the buttons have arrived. Tim reminded us on Sunday, the buttons. So if you see us at Halloween Horror Nights, come say hello and you'll get a button.
Oh, yeah.
And the test prints arrived yesterday. Was it yesterday that arrived, the prints? Tim did spot an issue with them where Ash's arms cut off on the side.
Oh, no.
Luckily, so Ash has lost an arm, but luckily they were just test prints. So we're going to send them back to the printer and hopefully get it rescaled down, or something like that, and work something out. But we are opening pre-orders soon. We're going to be keeping them as cheap as possible. We're just going to be covering our costs and then a little bit extra on top just to cover all this software that we use, because it does cost us. But that is going to be it for this week's show. Well, not this week's show, this week's bonus show, should I say. So we'll probably catch you on the weekend or the week after. So thanks for watching and thanks for listening. Bye.
Yeah.